I'll get it.
Hi, I'm Chucky.
Man, this dude is off the chain.
Welcome to the first subscriber special. Alright, shut up. This one here goes out to the homie Brian McClendon, who wanted me to check this movie out. He been showing love on all the videos, so I can at least get back. If you want me to look at a movie of your choice, keep commenting. I just might pick one. Hollywood must really see something in The Punisher. With 4 cinematic versions of him, someone must see action franchise potential with Frank Castle. And Punisher Warzone is the 3rd attempt. This movie bombed at the box office.
What the fuck?
It's currently sitting as the lowest box office Marvel movie, right under Elektra and Howard the Duck. Damn. I saw this movie once when it first came out in theaters. I was around 14, so as a young boy who just like shoot 'em up, bang bang, I came in with no objections. Watching it today, I still feel like Warzone is the best theatrical version of the Punisher, so I'm not counting John Barenthal's Punisher, only because that's a TV series and it has more time for character development, but I will make some slight comparisons between character traits. The Thomas Jane Punisher was alright, but nothing groundbreaking. The Dolph Lundgren Punisher was just a generic 80s action movie, although every actor adds their own style to Frank Castle. I like Warzone, but it has a few problems. Let's go over the good stuff first. Let's start with Ray Stevenson as the Punisher. He portrays a more brutal version than the previous two, more tactical as well, playing up his soldier background. Although Stevenson is very calm and reserved, like his predecessors. Barenthal was the only one to embrace the bloodthirsty rage of Frank Castle. Frank Castle spares no one, doesn't negotiate, only punishment. There was a problem with the Netflix series where Barenthal let a child predator live. Yeah, he burnt the building down, but Frank Castle does not spare lives. Doesn't matter if you're a corner boy or the top dog. Stevenson racks up possibly the highest body count of all the live action versions. Just in the opening scene is brutal. Keep in mind these are all gangsters. He cuts an old man's head off, breaks a lady's neck, kicks a chair leg into some dude's eye. He even hangs from a chandelier and spins on it. Which is very ridiculous and unnecessary. I can see Red Hood or Deadpool doing that, cause there is no way a flimsy chandelier is supporting a dude who's about 6'5", 230 pounds of muscle wearing SWAT gear. It's not happening. It looked cool though. One of the more funny kills is when he goes after a group of meth head parkour delivery boys. Yeah, the guy really gives no fuck. Oh!
Fatality.
I wish there was a breakdown of the weapons he used, cause there's plenty of guns in the movie. I really appreciate that they didn't do his origin story. It's mentioned a few times, but never focused on. Let me briefly explain Warzone's story. Punisher, who was going 6 years strong, targets the biggest crime family in New York. He kills all of them except for Billy Russo. He immediately goes after Russo and accidentally kills an undercover agent. Punisher presumably kills Russo by grinding his body up in a glass recycling machine.
Fatality.
Billy survives, taking up the new identity of Jigsaw. The undercover agent Punisher killed was holding some money for Jigsaw, which they believe his widow knows about. So now Punisher feels obligated to protect the family of an innocent man.
Got it? Good.
The villains are a mixed bag. Besides a large amount of nameless goons, we have our main bad guy Jigsaw. He's working to help a Russian gangster move their biological weapons in exchange for $12 million. I want to give Dominic West, the actor, credit for going all out on the Jigsaw makeup. Unlike Netflix Punisher's Jigsaw, who is just, I got a few cuts on my face.
How long How long have I been ugly?
His character goes back and forth between serious and comical. One minute he's stabbing people in the neck, trying to be intimidating. Then he's recruiting thugs and Yakuza members while citing a speech and standing in front of this virtual American flag.
And at the end of it, the Punisher will be dead!
I don't mind the goofiness, it's just inconsistent. Like, is he a serious threat or not? Speaking of goofy, he has a brother everyone calls Looney Bin Jim.
Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy.
And those parkour meth heads show up twice, once to be introduced and then to be killed off. Thanks for coming. We got other side characters who don't add anything. Microchip, who's Punisher's gun plug. This dude who's introduced halfway through the movie and dies after a total 5 minutes of screen time. Detective Soap, who helps Punisher on the low. The other cop who was the partner of the federal agent, so now he wants to arrest Punisher. They got a pretty good fight scene inside the alleyway. I mean, they're fine for what they are, it's just no reason to care about them. Jigsaw makes a deal with the FBI to sell out the Russians for the 12 million plus immunity for killing 2 cops. So those biological weapons mean nothing. Do we find out what the biological weapons do? Jigsaw uses that money to recruit an army because he still wants revenge against Punisher. Jigsaw also kidnaps Microchip to draw the Punisher in. Jigsaw puts him in a choose who lives situation. Punisher kills Looney Bin Jim. Jigsaw kills Micro. Punisher saves the girls and literally shish kebabs Jigsaw. Now I'm happy that they didn't go the cliche route where Punisher saves everybody and happy ending. In this IRL situation, someone had to die. It happens. Regardless, why did Jigsaw need to kidnap anybody? He could have killed the mom, daughter, Micro, and Punisher would have shown up anyway, 10 times more pissed. And they have no bias, as they kill a female cop and an old lady. Everything outside of Punisher and Jigsaw is very by the book. I mentioned Elektra and Howard the Duck. Why did those movies do better? Well, Elektra had a hot chick in it, so that's a plus. Howard the Duck was just so weird, maybe you went to see it out of curiosity. Punisher had neither of those luxuries. Warzone came out in 2008, the same year as Iron Man and The Dark Knight, 2 of the greatest and most profitable superhero movies of all time. Also PG-13. Did that bring in more families? Definitely. They were also better written. What did people say about Iron Man after the fact? What an amazing movie. Robert Downey Jr. is back. I can't wait to see what Tony Stark does next. Dark Knight? Heath Ledger killed it. Best Joker of all time. What they say about Warzone? That was a cool movie. In my opinion, what the Punisher needs is a convincing villain. I get it, he has no powers, but going after mafioso and corporate businessmen gets old after a while. He needs someone to match his strength and intellect. A villain so evil, despicable, and irredeemable that you can't wait for Castle to get his hands on him. Unfortunately, Punisher Warzone ends up being the worst thing a movie can be. Forgettable. And that's all I got. I hope y'all like this one. Anyway, I'll be back next week with a Martin Lawrence movie, so get ready for that. I'm out of here. Stay frosty.